The topic of this week is alcohol. When you drink alcohol, your body wants to detoxify because alcohol is a poison. Normal level of alcohols in the blood is 0. We shouldn't have any. So alcohol is converted to acetaldehyde and then to acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is the building block for fatty acids. It's the carbon skeleton for fatty acids. So usually we will use acetyl-CoA for energy. But when you're drinking alcohol, you don't need energy because alcohol provides tons of energy. So acetyl-CoA is not used for energy, it's actually used to build fat. And that is the reason why 2 hours after you drink alcohol, you start storing fat. We know that alcoholics develop fatty liver. That is the reason. So alcohol makes you fat. Another important point is that in order to detoxify the alcohol, to transform the ethanol into acetaldehyde and then into acetyl-CoA, you need to use NAD and produce NADH. NAD is a key molecule. It's a molecule that transports electrons. So when NAD is depleted, now the Krebs cycle stops. And the only way to recycle NADH back to NAD is to produce lactic acid. So again, the body is going to recycle NADH back to NAD by producing lactic acid. And now this NAD can be used again to detoxify more alcohol. Problem is that tons of lactic acid are produced, and that is the reason why you feel sore. Your muscles are sore the day after drinking alcohol. Also, due to all this lactic acid, the pH of your blood change, and you can feel it. You can feel it in your sweat, it's acidic. You can feel it in your breath, it's acidic. Of course, this acidic pH denatures enzymes and proteins, and you're losing muscle. Another important point is that NAD is the fuel for the mitochondria. So when there is no NAD, the mitochondria dies. And that is the reason why alcoholics develop cirrhosis, which is basically the mitochondria dying, and therefore the cell dies. Are there any benefits of alcohol? Yes. Red wine have resveratrol. Resveratrol is the only molecule so far that have shown that can increase the release of NAD. And again, when NAD is high, mitochondria reproduce. You increase the number of mitochondria and also the effectiveness of the mitochondria. So you have beneficial effects on the mitochondria. And that is the reason why what we call the French paradox, right? These guys in France drink red wine and there is no cardiovascular disease. There is no diabetes because the mitochondria is healthy. Of course, all the research is showing that the maximum amount should be 1 glass a day, no more than that. Because remember that everything in excess is poison. So, to conclude, alcohol can be detrimental and can be beneficial. It depends how you use it, right? I forgot to tell you that resveratrol also decreases LDL and increases HDL. That's another important role of resveratrol. So that's it for alcohol. You know, if you're interested in a one-on-one consultation with me, you can book it through my website. The website is here down below. See you next week.